Hey everybody, we're finally starting the Castlevania marathon. Lament of Innocence 1. So we're playing Castlevania Lament of Innocence for PlayStation 2. This Konami logo isn't as good as the old one. Movie quote needs to be all one word, Bane.
In an era long past, as monarchies weaken, local feudal lords
Really, why is that?
power. The first knights simply protected their lords' domains. However, with the reforms of the late 11th century, knights became protectors of the peace. They valued courage and honor, fighting heretics and heathens in God's name. In this age, one company
Wasn't even really close. We had one vote for Super Castlevania 4, one vote for
Belmont,
Castlevania 64, and then 4 votes for Lament of Innocence.
second to none. And Matthias Kronqvist, a genius tactician whose learning made him an exception in a largely illiterate society. They trusted each other completely, and they were bound by an old friendship. However,
Yeah, the two
Matthias
wavy lines definitely better.
campaign. It was news of the sudden death of his beloved wife, Elisabetta. Matthias's grief was profound, and he became bedridden.
So this is
Has passed
the plot.
since then. Thanks to Leon's efforts, their company remains proudly undefeated. However, a mysterious army of monsters suddenly appears in Leon's domain. The Crusades are raging in the east, and since the
that
church
should
is
be
focusing
an
on
interesting
fighting
thing for you to
heathens
see then.
rather than monsters, it has forbidden unauthorized battles. Leon wants permission to sortie, but the church has no intention of granting it. One night,
The
struggles from his sickbed.
I was debating, before we decided on the voting thing, I was debating this game anyway, because this is the earliest game in the timeline.
In the forest called Eternal Night, and that Leon's betrothed, Sarah, has been kidnapped and brought to that castle. Leon realizes that he must renounce his title to rescue his beloved. The forest is swollen with darkness, as if it would rob away everything.
Hey Star, how you doing tonight, buddy?
Moonlight provides a
Yeah, this is the earliest game in the series that explains the origin of the Belmont Clan's
is about to begin.
fight against the Knight. Which sounds like a weird phrase, but that'll be explained at the end. Which we're probably not going to get to tonight, actually. This is Lament of Innocence on PlayStation 2. We are playing... We're playing the European version, which, as I mentioned previously, is for some reason just called Castlevania. Not entirely sure why. Controller, ba. I haven't played this all the way through in a while. Thankfully, I think it is all subtitled. Save it to slot 1. Yeah, we'll overwrite this one. That's an old save. Well, your hearing's just gonna have to be better then. So you can hear the voices over my voice.
What just happened? I felt something strange.
Visually, it's not a bad looking game, though.
You must really like
At this point, we're past the point of Konami and Capcom being reasonable competitors. And Capcom has far and away taken the mantle as a better publisher and developer at this point.
Balk at the man crazy enough to come here.
You don't seem like a monster.
Of course not. What is your name?
Leon.
Leon. You're not Baron Leon Belmont.
Just Leon Belmont. I have given up my title. And
If you've
you,
watched the
old man,
Castlevania Netflix series,
Pardon me, Lord
Leon
Belmont.
is actually referenced
My
at one
name
point
is Rinaldo Gandolfi.
you can call
as
me
the
Leon, and I will call you Rinaldo. Don't call me
progenitor
Leon. We're equals
of
now.
sorts.
As you wish. Now, please follow me to my cottage. I want to talk to
Well, let me sum the plot up for you then, guys. Leon's betrothed has been kidnapped by a vampire.
Wait here a moment. There's something I want to give
Oh,
you.
that's the point. I need to...
Rinaldo, can I ask you something?
What is it?
Why
There
are
we
you
go, that's
living in a
better.
place like this?
The
I have unfinished business
chat
with
was
Walter
resized
Bernhardt,
for
the master of this forest.
Unfinished business?
Not worth mentioning. I owe him.
a 4x3.
Well, I won't ask any
I've
more,
not fixed
but
it yet.
You're not in danger living so close to him?
It seems
Let me see
eternal
this.
life is extremely boring. He enjoys playing at cat and mouse with the hunters that come here. Though, of course, there's no way that he could ever lose.
There we go.
He thinks that
And then
my
we-
helping hunters makes the game more fun.
I see. But what do you mean by there being no way he could lose?
Vampires are loved by the night, and this forest is locked in eternal
The game cover on the
darkness.
screen is
He is
actually
never
for
Well, that may be so, but I must go ahead and face him.
when we're
Did
doing
he
4x3, and my
take
PS2
someone precious?
screen displays
Yes, he
in
abducted my
widescreen.
betrothed. How did you know that?
It's what he always does when he starts the game. You came unarmed. Your courage astonishes me.
I do have a weapon, just not my sword. That belongs to the company, and I left it behind when I gave up my title.
No, it's a fat one.
Honest to a fault.
I heard that many hunters have met their end here.
Alright,
If
never
that's
mind
the
about
case,
this then.
Getting weapons shouldn't be hard.
Take this with you. It will help you against monsters.
What is this?
It's a whip.
A whip made with alchemy.
Whip it.
It's stronger than any
No, I'm
dead man's
using a fat
sword.
PS2.
Alchemy. I'm not familiar with that word.
Not
So
surprising.
you think from this that
The
this
field
gonna have
experiments with the principles of God's creation of the world.
an
The
important
only
story?
person who truly
It really
understands
doesn't.
it.
Story's gonna take a
Sympathize.
back seat for most of the game.
You know Lord Kronkvist?
I have known him longer than you have. His family has a book of secret arts, originally handed down orally.
Yeah,
Secret arts?
PS2's fat. Fat PS2.
I never knew.
Of course not. Only a handful of people in this world know about it. There are
So,
some
Lament of
who
Innocence
consider
often
alchemy
gets
to be heresy.
somewhat derided as not a good game,
Are you one of them?
and
No.
it's kind of unfair. It's not a bad
If
game.
you're an acquaintance of
It's not an
Matthias,
amazing game,
you
it's
are
playable.
trustworthy.
It's not
I
the
will
worst
use
game in the
this
series.
with gratitude.
Okay, it's about a morbidly obese system, the original PS3. Ugh. Thing's huge.
Put your left hand out.
My left hand. Like this?
Don't move now.
You know, let me check what year this came out, because these faces.
should do it. You can put it down now.
2003.
What was that?
The gauntlet is enchanted now.
A spell?
Some enemies' attacks release a special power. If you block them with the gauntlet, you can gather that power.
What can I do with the gathered power?
You'll be able to use magical
Yeah, pretty much.
relics.
This game
By
came out in
releasing that
2003. This is after Silent Hill
Magical
3.
relics?
And if you look me in the eye and tell me Silent Hill
Right.
3 isn't some of the best facial
Those who
animation in a
excel in
PS2
magic
game,
can
you're a
use them.
liar. And you
I have
deserve to be
cast a
stoned to
spell
death.
so that you can use them as well.
And then
I
you've
have
got,
some.
like, this
You should
facial
be able
animation.
to obtain them in the
This is
castle as
long past the point of Capcom and Konami being
I
competitors.
understand.
And more, Capcom has
Right
a bunch of
now,
stuff, though they're
this
really
is all I
riding
can do
Resident
for you.
Evil. And Konami only really has Metal Gear Solid that they're pushing.
Ronaldo. Thank you.
Wait a minute. I forgot to tell you something.
What is it?
The door leading to his throne is guarded by 5 monsters.
Oh, I forgot
So I
about
will
that.
need to defeat them first.
That's right. That's essentially the test you must pass.
That's really
to
the thing,
fight
like,
him.
Silent Hill 2 looks great, Silent Hill 3 looks fantastic.
Bothersome.
I told you before. To him, this is a game.
I realize that, but
If you have troubles, come back here anytime. They won't be free, but I'll keep potions on hand for you.
Yeah, Ronaldo is the shop,
I appreciate it.
as is a thing in most Castlevanias since Symphony of the Night. And this is the game. It's fixed camera angle. No camera movement. Camera, the right analog stick brings this up. Which, Let's head to the castle. He's basically, he has more story importance than a lot of vendor characters. No, it's not tank controls.
Sarah, wait for me. I'm coming to save you.
Ah, the inside of that castle's just a JPEG. You know, considering this is supposed to be the castle, it's weirdly small. But no, it's not tank controls. Down, up, right, left. Just like that. It's mostly, like, one of the best things to compare it with is God of War, though I think it does predate God of War. It has a large focus on combat, there's the fixed camera angles. There we go, the tutorial section. Platforming doesn't come up that often, which is good because it's not good platforming. This, the hooking the whip on the environment can be really finicky. That one's not a problem. This one. Oh, no, this one. Is it the next one, then? Damn it, I don't want to do that. There we go. So this game takes a very different approach to what Castlevania 64 did. With its more focused gameplay, set almost entirely in the castle. Quick step. The biggest complaint this game usually gets is that the environments are very repetitive. This one can be really irritating to get through. Get that. You know what might be the better comparison than God of War? The original Devil May Cry. Oh wow, I pulled that off first time. I usually have a lot more trouble with that. Magical ticket, that takes us back to Ronaldo. Accumulate MP if you guard the special attack, which is when they glow purple. May it max hearts? No. There we go, this is a relic. I pressed the wrong button. Now, we don't parry in this game. In this game, we take what they throw at us, like men. Okay, I probably shouldn't have skipped over that tutorial because I don't remember how to activate this thing. Oh, maybe I need more magic. Yeah, I'll be fine. Well, in Dark Souls 1, yeah, I'll parry all day. Outside of that, nah. There we go, that should do it. Why am I having trouble with this? There it is, I have to hold the button. Alright, we got that. You have to hold R1 and press circle. So that's the tutorial done. Okay, so now we have to defeat these 5 bosses. Where's this go? This is a save room. There we go. I have a 64 meg memory card for the PS2, which is great, although some games will take longer to load and save off them. Yeah, memory cards. It's one of the things that makes me hesitant about, like, I'd love to pick up an original PlayStation again, but the PlayStation memory card is one of the main reasons that holds me back from it. There's the stairs downwards. Yeah, it is. We don't want to go here yet. I picked up a 64 meg one years ago. And it's great. Except for the few games that I wasn't able to transfer from my 8 meg memory card. Because some games are just awkward about it. House of Sacred Remains. Which is clearly set up as our first dungeon. Or first area. I suppose one of the biggest problems with this game is it has such... Oh yeah, no, picking up a memory card isn't necessarily a problem. My issue is just using them. You get 15 blocks for a PS1 memory card, and they can fill up fast. And then some games use more than 1 block per save. I suppose the biggest problem with this game is it's very combat focused, but there's not much to the combat. I mean, probably spoiled by years of Devil May Cry and Bayonetta. I mean, let's be fair, it's not like there was much to God of War's combat either. It doesn't help that a lot of the environments are corridors like this as well. You walk into a room. Oh no, enemies. Probably one of its biggest saving graces is the soundtrack is traditional Castlevania standards, in that it's really good. I mean, there's a reason we opened the stream today with this piece. There we go. Yeah, I can believe that. Okay, we need to find 3 of these switches. That's the first one. It's like Soul Reaver takes up 3 blocks. And it's like, I like you, Soul Reaver, but it gets irritating having to set up new virtual memory cards on the PS3. A lot of people will say, like, Castlevania never really made the transition to 3D that well. I think it did it fine. The problem is when you think the good transitions to 3D. How was the Rosario then? When you think good transitions to 3D, you think stuff like Super Mario 64, Ocarina of Time. You want to get a little bit less orthodox, you might think Rayman or Grand Theft Auto. Like, phenomenal transitions to 3D. Oh, these are different. Oh, now I can do a 4-hit combo. Even though that's... Let me try this. That said 4 squares. What? No, it's a 5-hit combo. You have to press square 5 times to get the full thing. You need to get off Bubsy 3D, man. Lament of Innocence, like I say, it gets a lot of criticism, like, oh no, Castlevania made the jump to 3D. Well, if you'd had this as a kid, you'd have been all over it. It's a fine game. Yeah, I'll stick with the dagger, thanks. Let me take a look at the map. These controls for the map could be better. Oh, there was another door in there? Oh, it's up there. Right. Doesn't look like there's a way in from down there. There's that door we didn't go through. Somebody's making pizza. I smell it. Yeah, like, Lament of Innocence isn't phenomenal. It doesn't set the world on fire. But if you'd had this as a kid, you'd have played through it like half dozen times and would have been happy about it. Nice. The biggest problem with keeping your bearings is this camera layout. Like, because the camera is fixed, you have to move around more to see everything in a room. Which in itself is not great. And it means you're going to end up looking at your map way more often to see what you've missed. I feel like breaking the candles as well in this is more tedious. This isn't a Metroidvania. You might think it is because of the map and everything, but like, we'll get to the... Where's the zoom? There we go. We'll get to the end of this, and you see it's really all one path leading to the boss. And then we move into another area. Yeah, maybe I should put Lords of Shadow into consideration. Classification of Castlevania. God damn this map. Oh well, we've just gone round in a circle. I mean, there's classic Castlevania, there's Metroidvania. I call classic Castlevania Classicvania. Classicvania, Metroidvania. Lord of Shadowvania. And, like, at that point, I would also have, like, 3D Vania separate. Even though Lord of Shadow is 3D. It's like, you could call this a 3D interpretation of classic Castlevania, I guess. But you wouldn't say that with Castlevania 64, really. Like, Castlevania 64 is different. And then this is also probably different enough as well. Huh. Fleeman. The kind of thing you could do with a good camera angle to deal with. Thankfully, because of this area attack, not anywhere near as irritating to deal with as you'd think. Well, we got them all. The use of the right analog stick for the menu system... It's awkward to begin with because you want camera control. But you get used to it fairly quickly and it's not horrible. Though a traditional menu system may be preferred. Okay, so that's a save room. Okay, so that's where we started. I want to head back. I feel like we should have another switch pressed by this point. Well, Fleamen... You know, Fleamen are one of the worst enemies in 2D Castlevania. Thankfully, this game doesn't operate under a leveling system. Okay, where are we in relation to where I want to go? I want to take the door here. Okay, battle room. That guard takes a long time to actually come up. There's some interesting detail in some of the environments, but a lot of it is recycled. Like, this looks like it could be an interesting room. It works more like the 2D Metroidvanias with its detailed backgrounds in areas like this that exist to be detailed backgrounds. But there's also a lot of these repeating corridors. There we go. Making that look a lot easier than it usually is. This is a separate door that's not on the map. We'll come back to this because there's a save point over here. Hey, Colt. How you doing, buddy? You don't miss much, we're just whipping skeletons. Do the save. Not too bad. Not too bad, my friend. Reliving those PS2 memories. Alright. So, we wanted to go into this room that's not on the map over here. Something over there. I don't think... Oh, the room we went into to save? Because that's a save room. This room? I'm not sure. Never remember the map layouts for this game. There's too many repeating textures. Oh hey, there's something up there. Oh, the axe. That is a nice transition to 3D for the axe. I like it. Like it a lot. Yeah, there isn't a door down here, which means the next door is up top. There we go. There it is. Oh crap, bats. Now I can do this combo in midair. Wow, that's literally just attacking in midair with that footwork. Oh hey, a peeping eye. The soundtrack is very much traditional Castlevania style. It's high quality. And this piece is supposed to fit with a cathedral theme. Which, you know, you can kind of understand the organs for it. And the chanting. I think the issue more than anything is the environments don't do as good a job of showing that as they should. Yeah, the money's for the shop. Really nothing over there. Come on, grab the damn thing. There we go. The fixed camera makes it a little awkward to tell depth. What skeletons? Yeah, they just get right back together. Have I gone the complete wrong way here? Ah. It was only the big guy I had to kill. Because we can't kill red skeletons. I wonder why they don't call them blood skeletons in this. Maybe this is an optional area. Oh no, this is a switch. What we're after. It's a good thing we went this way. That should be 2 switches. That's a different set of doors. That means instead of having to find 1 more switch, we have to find 4. Damn. The removal of the leveling system compared to... this was 2003, so by this point we had Sympathy of the Night, Circle of the Moon, I think Harmony of Dissonance, and possibly Aria of Sorrow. Which all had the leveling system. The removal of the leveling system means the only way to actually make you fight enemies is to lock you in the room with them. Otherwise, there's really no point. Head back to the save, refill our health, and head a different way. Right, and while it's saving... Wait, that's not right. No, I'm pressing the wrong button. There we go. We have the poll for the next game in the Castlevania Marathon. I switched out all the games. It's a completely different list this time. Unlike the last Castlevania, depends on how you define them. The last game to bear the Castlevania name, I think, was Grimoire of Souls, which was a mobile game. The last console game was Lords of Shadow 2, which... 2013, maybe? It was a PS3 game. PS3 360. Can I get up there? Probably get up there. There we go. Yeah, Konami's pretty much just let this series sit on the wayside since. And they openly said a few years back that they were only focusing on the 2 series that can make them... Oh, I can't get over there yet. The 2 series that can make them a bunch of money easier at this point. Which is Metal Gear Solid, although after Metal Gear Survive, and also the Pro Evolution series. It's kind of a shame. But Konami has no real interest in making games anymore. Because they put a few games out on mobile platforms and the pachinko machines and saw just how much money they make versus how much they actually cost to make. And decided we don't want to do that anymore. Some people prefer Pro Evo. I guess the thing with Pro Evolution Soccer is, like, they've got to be spending money to maintain the rights to the certain teams. Like, the last I heard, they lost the rights to, I think it might have been the Champions League, which was the big thing they had. They lost that, and that's now on FIFA. Where's this gonna go? Who what? Like, who's buying it? This door's not on the map. There we go, that's another switch. Yeah, someone's buying them. I mean, I've heard that, I've heard from people who actually play football games that Pro Evolution is technically the better game. It just has way less than FIFA. Like, it doesn't have the licenses that FIFA has. So that's why you end up in the case of Manchester Red versus Manchester Blue. But, you know, there's... I don't play football games. So I can't really say. I mean, look at me, I'm sat here playing a PS2 game. Do I seem like the kind of guy who's playing football games? Juventus. Don't they buy the license for, like, whole leagues rather than individual teams? Okay, which way? That's the way to go. Which means, let's check this out. Okay, save room. Yeah, like, do I really seem like the kind of guy who's... Yeah, do I seem like the kind of guy who plays football or football games? I'm sorry playing a PS2 game that few people actually like. We're doing a Castlevania marathon. I don't play football. He's 3-1 to United. Probably. I don't know. Okay, so this splits off. We've been there, we want to head this way. What does this candle have in it? Holy water. How's holy water in this? That's not bad, but I like the way Axe is working. Like, I like some of the, I like some of the changes they've made to the way the sub-items, sub-weapons work in this. It's cool stuff. This is interesting. Well, you know, if you ask me my opinion on stuff, I'll give you my opinion on stuff. And I suppose my opinion's more about Konami than Pro Evolution Soccer, though. it really is the case, like, after... Oh, that's not good. It depends on the teabag. There are good teabags, there are bad teabags. I like my teabags to be flavourful. Like, when we got into the PS2 era, the main thing Konami had going for them, outside of Pro Evolution Soccer, which I imagine got them a bunch of money. Yellow Dragon Key. Alright, let me see about using the, marker then. In fact, I don't even need the marker there, the door's marked. The Castlevania animated series on Netflix, Season 3 of that is due out next month. Which is not the reason we're doing the Castlevania Marathon. It's actually just a happy coincidence. I started talking about doing the Castlevania Marathon before that was announced. Alright, that's all 3. Now we have to find out where that is. Yeah, like, we get to the PS2 era and all Konami really has going for it is Metal Gear Solid. Like, Zone of the Enders was cool, but it didn't sell a huge amount. And after the second one, Konami dropped it. Silent Hill was great, but, like, Silent Hill 1's really solid, Silent Hill 2 is fantastic, Silent Hill 3 is fantastic. Silent Hill 4 has major problems, but is a really good horror. And the story of it is really good. We should get to Silent Hill at some point. But after Silent Hill 4, they kind of just didn't care. They disbanded Team Silent and threw out the series to whoever was really interested in it. No, Devil May Cry is Capcom. You can tell Devil May Cry isn't Konami because Devil May Cry 5 came out last year and was actually really good. Did anybody see Contra Roco? Did anybody actually play that? Because it looked like garbage from the minute they announced it. Yeah, they stopped Suikoden after Suikoden Tearcrease on DS. That was the last one. You know, it's kind of surprising how long the Suikoden series lasted, really. But Suikoden's a good example, man. Wait a minute, what was that? Oh, there's the door. Yeah, like, surprise announcement at E3 last year, Konami announces Contra Road Core. They're bringing Contra back, and the announcement trailer for it looked terrible. And then it comes out, and it's terrible. Should have locked. The guard takes a lot longer to come up in this than you'd think. At some point after we go back to RPGs, we'll definitely do more of... we'll definitely do Suikoden. I need to do more Suikoden for myself. Really enjoyed that. Like Suikoden Tearcrease, the first one I got into on DS. I have Neo Contra as a PS2 classic, actually, on my PS3. Not as good as Shattered Soldier. But then I was never fond of the top-down thing in Contra. Yeah, Suikoden Tearcrease comes across as really childish. And I know a lot of Suikoden fans weren't really fond of it. But that game gets messed up. And, you know, maybe we'll start the Suikoden series with that, who knows? As far as Contra goes, my real interest in Contra games in particular are Contra 3 The Alien Wars is good. I should sit down and play Hardcore on Mega Drive, actually. These guys are going to run around, this won't be a bad idea. Contra 3 The Alien Wars on Super Nintendo. Contra 4 on DS. Contra Shattered Soldier on PS2. And Hardcore Uprising on PS3. That's kind of most of my interest in Contra. You know, I suppose experience would be a better word, actually. I feel like if you're into what Contra was, rather than getting Contra Hardcore, you're probably better off getting Cuphead. Cuphead is a way better spiritual successor. Which is funny because it's not even trying to be. And the second set of 3 switches. You know, these switches are not a good way to open your game. This is the first area. This is not a good way to open your game like that. Yeah, Contra Shattered Soldier is, connected over there? No. It's interesting, it comes across with how many bosses are in that game with set patterns as opposed to extended levels. Shattered Soldier comes across more as a puzzle game than a standard Contra game. Really interesting for it. It's just locked, isn't it? Yeah. What is this? Something's going on here. There we go. Right. I've always had trouble getting the timing on these things. Always had trouble getting the timing on those things. I'm sorry, what? I did that fine. Really? That's weird. What system was that on? Was that timed? Fucking bastards. God damn it. Yeah, it's timed. God, I hope this doesn't return in Curse of Darkness. Yeah, I've played Wrath of Cortex, and I don't remember seeing Konami's logo on that. It was on PS2. Let's see how the cross is. That's interesting, but I'm going to stick with the axe. There's a picture of it. Interesting, re-release. Yeah, I've never seen this. I've seen the box. I've never seen the box with the Konami logo on it. That's weird. Where does this go? Basement. Ah. Oh, it's different music. There we go. Serious. There we go. I used up almost all my magic. That's interesting. In any other game, this would probably be a puzzle of sorts, but Castlevania by this point, especially after Symphony, I just kind of had a thing of weird details in the background that don't actually mean anything. That's probably not good. What's cursed on? Draining my MP. It's not draining my HP. It's not draining my hearts. Weird. Damn it. Yeah. Interesting, different arrangement from the last room. Yeah, I wonder what it's about, because every version of Wrath of Cortex I've ever seen didn't have Konami's logo on it. I mean, all I wanted was a save point. Camera angle for that is horrible to judge. Oh, here's a save point. He's just used 2 potions for nothing. Wait, it's not like Universal was short of cash at that time, is it? Should have been capable of publishing it alone. Yeah, it takes so long to come up. It's only 4 hearts. Ooh, what's this door about? Oh god, I remember this. This thing that looks like a boss but isn't actually presented as a boss. Yeah. Universal Games, I believe, went on to become Vivendi Universal, who were the publishers of The Simpsons Hit and Run, which is currently being played on the channel. They were bought out by Activision, which is why Activision owns the Crash Bandicoot and Spyro properties. You know it does. The floor does look like a brain, you're right. Piss off. Well, it's a lot cleaner than G was. I mean, there's the fleshy bits, yeah, there's the eyeballs, sure. But even so, it's a lot cleaner than G was in its design. Which certainly detracts from it. A big part of what made G as grotesque as it was the grotesque nature of its design. Okay, and what's left? Oh, the real boss appears. Well, I ran out of health. The zombies are pretty hard to see in that fight. Is there actually any reason to fight you? Nope. Cool. Damn zombies. Soulless zombies. Position. There we go. God damn it. Okay, so focus on this one for a minute. So we are better off moving to the other one. Oh, well, there we go. This has worked out a lot better than the previous fight. Okay, is the snake doing anything different this time? Doesn't look like it, but its fire spreads far enough. Damn it. Where are you? There you are. What I was after. Getting nasty. Oh, come on. What's the hitbox on that? God, we're not going to make it. Nope.
Game over.
That snake is bullshit. You know, I'd forgotten that we hadn't stopped putting up with kicking you back to the title screen by 2003. Gonna go for as long as it takes. Occult. As long as it takes. I hope is each time we get a little better. Good news is I've discovered that following 3 squares we can do 2 triangles, which means the 5-hit combo does more damage this way. So that means it shouldn't take that long anymore. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure what the hitbox on this snake is. And combine that with the camera making depth perception not as smooth as it should be. Makes actually telling where it is because it's not on the ground a lot trickier than it should be. Oh, god damn it. Is that a cancel? Let me test this. It is. We can cancel out of attacks with a dodge. That's useful to know. Also abuse the axes. The axes do good damage. Cooldown time on them though. There you are. Yeah, this makes me think maybe I shouldn't do God Hand for the stream. Censor. Fuck you, Snake. Yeah. What does that actually do for me? Don't know what that is. Yeah. It's a blue orb. Okay.
You've done well to come back. Is there anything you need?
You know, it's probably been a while. There's probably a reason it's been so long since I played this.
What would you like?
Right, let's take a look what everything does first. 100 or 50. Last save point. Why would I buy stuff like this? Not bad. Not bad. Yeah. Let me grab some of these.
Is this okay? Yes, certainly. Is this okay? Yes, certainly. Is that all?
That should be good.
Don't push yourself too hard.
Okay. Alright, back to the castle, I guess. The controls for the map are weird. It's like you want to move the map to the left, you gotta push right. Like all the directions in the map are the opposite of what you think they are. Yeah, there's one orb. Blue. Seal formed by 5 monsters. I guess we've taken one of them out. Completely forgot the worm boss actually matters. What the bosses I'm thinking of? Duh. And what's the 4th boss? Oh. Hmm. I also feel like there's stuff we've not done in there, but it says cleared. Okay, so we seem to be able to go into these in any order. Who wants to pick? 1 to 4, left to right. Not counting this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Take your pick, guys. Anybody? 1 to 4. Left to right. 3. Alright. Where's this gonna take us? Dark Palace of Waterfalls. Isn't this Joaquin's place? Hey, Professor. Hey, the internet, buddy. Merman. Yeah, not too bad. Oh, now we can do the 5-hit combo in mid-air. If we can stay in air long enough, I guess. Yeah, it's the ground combo in mid-air, literally. Like, look at the way his feet go. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm not too bad, not too bad. Glad to be starting the Castlevania Marathon. Which, if you haven't seen it, we have the poll up. You guys get to decide what the next game is in the marathon. So take a vote on that. Come on. That's a long time for paralysis to last. Yeah, Lament of Innocence, before we decided on the voting, I was considering either starting with the original NES Castlevania or this game because it's the earliest in the chronology. You already voted the next poll? I've not taken a look at the poll yet since I put it up. I think I put Bloodlines in there though, so I assume that's what you'll have picked. Oh, the blue orb adds adds a little extra twist to the sub-weapons. Let's take a look at what's leading the poll at the end of this stream. You did vote for Bloodlines, fair enough. I say I changed what's in the second poll, like all of it from the first one. What did we do? Legacy of Darkness is in there. I think Harmony of Dissonance is in there. NES Castlevania and Bloodlines. Oh shit. You know what, the camera really didn't help me with this. Oh, what's that noise? Let me get into a position where the camera will show me. Oh, I've been hit. Possibly. I'm unsure about Rondo of Blood and Sympathy of the Night. Sympathy of the Night because we already did it for the channel and the stream. Rondo of Blood because I already did it for the channel. No, I've not really paid much attention. I watched the first trailer for the new Bond film. Didn't really say anything about the Bond film. It's like, oh, it looks like another Bond film. Okay. Plus, you know, combine that with how disappointing Spectre was. And overall, just not that interested yet. Piss off. Let me get around to playing GoldenEye for the stream. Generally, it's not likely I ever hear a Bond song outside of the film it's for. The only real exception to that is You Know My Name, which was the theme for Casino Royale, which I really like. Oh, look at that, 3 pipes. I wonder what the goal here is. There has been some really good Bond themes over the years, though. Like Goldfinger's a classic, of course. Damn it. Thunderball is really good. Let's go through them. I don't even remember what the theme for You Only Live Twice was. Diamonds Are Forever is okay. It's probably one of the better parts of the movie. Yeah, Chris Cornell did a fantastic job with the Casino Royale theme. Diamonds Are Forever is probably one of the best parts of the movie. We skipped on Her Majesty's Secret Service, but I don't remember that theme either. Live and Let Die is fantastic. I can go with either or, honestly. The Man with the Golden Gun is there. The Spider Love Me is okay, but it's very love song serenade. Moonraker I don't even remember. Your Eyes Only I remember. It's fine. I don't remember Octopus's song. A View to a Kill is like one of the best parts of that movie. Duran Duran were great with that. After that is The Living Daylights, which I don't really remember. License to Kill was very 80s ballady. It works. GoldenEye, of course, by Tina Turner, amazing. Tomorrow Never Dies is pretty good. The World Is Not Enough is pretty good. Die Another Day is early 2000s, and yeah, that should say everything. Casino Royale is fantastic. What was even the song for Quantum of Solace? I don't remember what it is, but I feel like it was done by an X Factor winner. That might be Spectre I'm thinking of, actually. Skyfall is fine. God damn it. Yeah, GoldenEye is great. Tina Turner does a good job with that. Yeah, no, I remember Die Another Day was Madonna. Like I say, very early 2000s. Very electro-pop for no real reason. And it is a bad Bond movie. There's very little redeeming about that. It's like, A View to a Kill has its good points. The song by Duran Duran is fantastic. Christopher Walken is an enjoyable villain. Grace Jones does a solid enough performance for what she's supposed to be doing. But like Die Another Day, you know, they will try and get a spin-off out of that starring Halle Berry. They intended for Halle Berry's character to have a spin-off for some reason. Not the first time they tried to set a Bond girl up as a tough female spy who can go toe-to-toe with Bond, who deserves her own spin-off movie. They wanted to do the same with Wei Lin and Tomorrow Never Dies, and that never went anywhere. But Wei Lin at least was able to hold her own and only needed to be rescued at one point. Meanwhile, you know, Halle Berry's character Jinx does nothing for most of the movie, has to be rescued several times, and then only exists to have a girl fight with the evil girl at the end. Ugh. Why am I not grabbing that one? That's good work there, Occult. The Pokemon is spelt with a Y, though. Ice Psychic type. If we don't get it this time, I'm going to turn around. But you just know the switch I need is going to be around here. There's another set to it. Well, thank God that one went well. Wasn't even mandatory. Anybody remember 007 Legends, the last Bond game? Okay, so we're at the end of this path. We need to go all the way back. Like it came out a little before Skyfall's gonna have a DLC chapter to represent Skyfall. The idea was it was one mission from each Bond actor's role, from each Bond actor's run as Bond. Like, not a coherent storyline or anything, just play a mission from each Bond. That seems like something. Oh, what is it? It was GoldenEye for Sean Connery. On Her Majesty's Secret Service, of course, for George Lazenby, because there's nothing else. I forget what it was for Roger Moore. It might have been Moonraker. Think License to Kill for Timothy Dalton. And then Die Another Day for Pierce Brosnan. Maybe because Die Another Day was the only Brosnan film that didn't get a game. Yeah. I heard it's awful. I want to pick it up at some point. Set it up as a Bond marathon. No, probably not a Bond marathon, but like do it for something. Hey Teen Shade, welcome to the stream, friend. You caught us at the start of the Castlevania marathon. What's the camera doing? Feel like that should have hit more. Oh, thanks for the follow, Teen Shade. Yeah, maybe for a weekend one-off. I'd have to see how enjoyable the game is to play through. But the problem with that is, like, once EA let go of the Bond license and Activision picked it up, the Bond games essentially became Call of Duty. Like, have you ever played the GoldenEye remake? It's Call of Duty. Good. We actually have a poll going at the minute, Teen Shade, where you get to vote on what the next Castlevania game is in the marathon. There's 4 choices for each round. Yeah, the GoldenEye remake. There's 4 choices for every round, but you get to decide which of the 4 will be next. yeah, Quantum of Solace isn't necessarily a bad game. Kind of interesting. Oh god, I'm stoned. It takes that sword out. Yeah, Quantum of Solace isn't necessarily a bad game, and there's two versions. Well, there's the DS version as well, but why would you count that? There is the PS2 version, and then there is the HD versions. Oh, thanks for the hosting, Shade. I need to play Starfy. But Quantum of Solace isn't bad. Bloodstone, it's very much like Call of Duty, though it's third person. And then GoldenEye Reloaded. Triggered the bridge in the room with a large waterfall. I don't know where that is. Oh, that's cool. I appreciate you stopping in, and thank you for the follow. And the host. I don't know where the large waterfall is. What else is there? Like the GoldenEye remake, GoldenEye Reloaded, is Call of Duty. Oh. Didn't want to do that. Got confused. Thought the right analog stick would make me dodge. Which is weird, because I've not played God of War in actual years at this point. Not the PS2 ones, anyway. And Dad of Boy played very differently. I think 007 Legends is the only Bond game I don't own, in some fashion, that came out after GoldenEye. Because like, I don't own like 007 The Duel or The View to a Kill home computer game from like the 80s. World Is Not Enough is weird. There's two versions of World Is Not Enough. There's the PlayStation version and the Nintendo 64 version. They're both completely different games. I played the PlayStation version growing up. This is turn off. What's this? Go this way. I've never actually... I think... Did I? No, I've never actually played the Nintendo 64 version. I have it, I've just not played it. Doing quick step again. There's a lot of dudes here. Yeah, I quite enjoyed the PlayStation version. Got pretty hard towards the end, but it was enjoyable. That's how I learned to play blackjack, weirdly enough. There's a level in Zukowski's casino where you have to play blackjack to earn enough money to speak to Zukowski. That's the entire level. Well, 21 is blackjack. I never actually beat the PS1 version of World Is Not Enough either. What is it? The penultimate level was really hard. If If we're going to do anything with Bond anytime soon, I need to get some practice on GoldenEye. Like, we move past those. You know, I should probably play the Nintendo 64 version, actually get a look at it. Like, we moved past the ones based on movies and into the ones that came out on GameCube, PS2, Xbox. And like, everybody loves GoldenEye, and I enjoy GoldenEye, I played it a bunch as a kid. But the ones that I really got into were Agent Under Fire and Nightfire. I really like Everything or Nothing, but I really got into Agent Under Fire and Nightfire. Awesome games. There's another marker stone. I can't even see what's going on here. Oh, this is the room with the large waterfall, where I can't get to. It's worth spending some time learning how to play Nightfire, because it is a really good game. It gets pretty difficult as well. The level at the factory is pretty difficult. I've not played it in a little while. I mean, the Castlevania marathon is going on until Resident Evil 3 comes out, but after that, we could play Bond games for a bit. That could be fun. Because we need, currently, we have the schedule set with Castlevania Marathon, then Resident Evil 3 comes out, we play that. And then there's empty space until Star Wars month. First Carl mission, you mean the tutorial mission? Or the first Carl mission where they let you out on your own after you get out of the castle? I don't even know where I am anymore. I'm just wandering at this point. You're a problem. Yeah, escape the castle. You can't heal at all when paralyzed, and paralysis lasts for like 10 seconds. That is bullshit. You escape the castle, you end up on the turret section, and then you get in the car, drive around. You end up on the frozen lake, and you have to take out all the snowmobiles chasing you. After that mission, you go to Japan. Oh god damn, it was this far back? Three switches. Alright. You can kind of see why the big complaint this game gets is the corridors. The repeating environments, it's visually dull. Before this, no, fuck it. We'll do this once, and if we don't make it the first time, we're not doing this again. After how long it took last time. bad. Yeah. It's been a little while since I played anywhere into Nightfire. Like, the last time I played it, I did that mission, and that was the last mission I did. The next mission in Japan, I stopped there and I've not been back to it since. Not because it's bad, just because I have trouble holding my attention these days. Focusing my attention. Well, we tried. Alright, the other way then. Okay, where did we go? We ended up going down the other pathway, but there was a split off at some point. If you still got the systems to play them, I do recommend Everything or Nothing. It's a pretty solid Bond game. EA sank a lot of money into that. Like, Nightfire had Pierce Brosnan's likeness, but not his voice. But Everything or Nothing had his likeness and his voice, and Judi Dench's likeness and voice. Well, this is EA back in the early to mid 2000s when, you know, microtransactions weren't a thing. They couldn't put out half a game and then sell you the other half. They had to make decent games, and they put out a bunch. They put a bunch of money into Everything or Nothing. Judi Dench's likeness and voice, John Cleese's likeness and voice, Shannon Elizabeth's likeness and voice, Heidi Klum, Willem Dafoe is in it as the main villain. It's like there was effort put into that game. There were production values and everything. Crazy. But it's one of those things, like, you think of EA, especially these days, and you think, oh, EA, ugh. But there was a point, there's a reason they got as big as they did, and it's because they made games worth buying. You know, I'll argue against modern EA, like, all day. If there's one saving grace to them, it's that they're not Activision. Maybe it's partly as well that EA got hold of a bunch of lucrative licenses. It's like they had the Bond license for a long time. They had the Harry Potter license as well. God, Bethesda. Ugh. I can't believe Fallout 76 wasn't abandoned after the first year. Can't believe they have the balls to look at that broken piece of shit and say, yeah, this is worth a subscription fee that people will pay $100 yearly for. Like, seriously. These repeating textures and corridors. Well, let's zoom out. This is the 5th time we've been in this kind of corridor. It makes it really difficult to remember where you actually are. Oh, you want to talk about bad marketing stunts? I don't think bad marketing stunts ever really got as ridiculous as Acclaim. Oof. But what marketing stunts? Oh, that wasn't a marketing stunt. That was them fucking up. It's like, yeah, no. We know we promised canvas bags, but you see, the game sold more than we expected it to, and we realised it would have been really expensive to do canvas bags, so we replaced it with nylon without telling anybody. Okay. It's amazing just how many fuck-ups have been involved in Fallout 76, and the fact that game is still going. The fact there are people who support it. You know, I forgot how tedious Lament of Innocence can be. We went this way. Okay. Let's not go downstairs yet. Okay. Marker stone. This is big waterfall room. Oh, when the Elder Scrolls 6 eventually comes out. It's like you look back to Skyrim, and Skyrim got away with a lot of crap. It's fundamentally an enjoyable game, but it got away with a lot of crap because there really wasn't anything else like it when it came out. But it's been 9 years since Skyrim came out. Other developers have made stuff like Skyrim that have way less bugs, that work better. Open world is not a rare thing anymore. And so, like, by the time Elder Scrolls 6 actually comes out, Bethesda really needs to take the thumb out of their ass. Because otherwise it's a case of, why should you bother buying it when everybody else is doing it better? And also less buggy. And the fact they keep re-releasing Skyrim and selling it for full price. And the fact that the new re-releases still have bugs in them. There are bugs in the original version of Skyrim that are still in the most recent release. Alright, the other way. I only ever become a vampire lord in Skyrim because it gives me immunity to disease and extra power. Yeah, the souls may not drop. The main gimmick of your new game may not work. This hasn't led me anywhere. Plus, you know, let's not forget that Skyrim... I don't enjoy Oblivion, and I never got into Morrowind. But let's not forget that Oblivion is way simpler and waters down Oblivion. Oh yeah, no. Oh, vampirism in the original Skyrim. Yeah, no, that was terrible. Absolutely no reason to ever become a vampire. What was I saying? Yeah. Oblivion way watered down compared to Morrowind. Skyrim watered down compared to Oblivion. And let's be fair, all the side stuff in Skyrim is way less than it was. Is way less interesting and way less handled worse than it was in Oblivion and Morrowind. Oh, looks like the only way is down to the basement. Alright. You see where you've put us, Bane? By choosing 3? Yeah, it's this way. So the only way to feed is to use, what is it, Vampire Seduction? And if you're playing the base game and you're a vampire, if you don't feed for 4 days, NPCs automatically turn hostile. Yeah, you never do take responsibility, Bane. I don't know why I have you in a position of authority. Yep, I put way too much powder in my hot chocolate today. Very thick. 3 teaspoons my ass. Alright, take this corridor. Okay, and head down to the basement. Yeah, in base Skyrim, there was no reason to ever become a vampire. It was garbage. It's not like Morrowind, where Morrowind had a good reason for it. Becoming a vampire raised your stats. Raised your stats faster. I don't remember if we went left or right last time. I don't know why I have you in a position of authority when you do stuff like that, Bane. I don't think we went this way. Really? It disables autosaving? Did we go this way? I remember the pendulums again. Yeah, you know, I'm not going to delete that quote. To be fair, I've not deleted any of your quotes. I don't think I have. I'm just, Josh and you. It's like, I've not played that much of Oblivion, so there's not too much I can really say about it beyond what I'm aware of. It's like, I couldn't get into Oblivion. Damage you for distance travelled in daylight. So you can fast travel to death. Jeez. Well, this door's frozen. My fire walk won't melt it. There we go. Was it this pendulum room that I saw last time? Yep. God damn the range on that. Great, paralysis. Come on, get out of it. Great, paralysis. Again. You know what this reminds me of? Reminds me of in God of War. When a Gorgon would catch you in the petrifying gaze and turn you to stone, and if you didn't break out of it before anything hit you, you were dead. Oh boy. Damn it. Yeah. Makes Gorgons into literally the worst enemy in that game. This is a small door. That's when you just either stop jumping. Yay. Potion, potion, potion. Yeah, you fall to the ground and shatter. Yeah. Oh, this just leads back to where I was before. It's the problem when everything looks the same. this door lead to? Like turtle key. It feels really out of place to have an instant kill like that in God of War. Thank God Dad of Boy doesn't do it. And Dad of Boy doesn't have any enemies that will kill you instantly. If it does, I didn't get killed by any of them. Liam, my man. How you doing, buddy? All you've missed is us running through the same looking corridor for like 2 hours. Crystal! I want the crystal! Twitch has been open for 40 minutes doing nothing. That is weird. Should have been notified by it. Ooh. I like it when my max health goes up. Is Twitch pulling a YouTube and just not notifying some people of some stuff? It's like, hey, remember when YouTube stopped notifying you of certain stuff your subscriptions were doing? And then they introduced the bell, so that if you press the bell icon on the subscription, they'd inform you of everything that sub was doing. And then they stopped informing you of everything that sub was doing. Yep. Sometimes I wonder, like, is this the year when YouTube collapses? How much money does YouTube really make versus how much it costs to operate? Yeah, you know my streaming times, and if I'm not streaming, I'll let you know. I should probably set up a Discord or something for that kind of thing for the people that I don't actually have personal contact with. Are we big enough to have our own Discord now? Why does everything look the same in this game? You know, Castlevania, I don't like it when enemies attack me from off camera in Resident Evil. Makes you think I'm going to accept it from you. Oh hey, another Twitch. Flow of water has stopped. Where does this lead? Something there, isn't there? Is that just downward? Oh, it's so bloody dark, I can't tell anything. Fuck off. Well, we've almost gone through all those potions we bought. Okay, wherever we've been, can't go through there. It's this door and then this door. Enjoying the stream? Why? Why are you enjoying the stream? Stop enjoying the stream when I'm not enjoying the stream. Enjoying the stream? Stop. We don't have fun here. Oh, something's happening. Did we stumble on another boss? Oh shit, doppelganger? Feels really weird to just stumble across a boss like this. Oh, that does major damage. God, that thing does not let up. Oh, would you look at that? The stun lock I do on enemies works on me. If you're enjoying the stream, you must whip it. Why do these bosses have 2 health bars? I don't condone 2 health bars. Let you know, 2 health bars was disallowed by the Geneva Convention in 1992. We had to say the word dickety because the Kaiser had stolen our word 20. Oh, we're out of magic. Oh, come on. Why can you do like a 7-hit combo? Coward. So, in a game where you can choose which path you take amongst several, you end up with inevitably one of 2 problems. Either that every pathway is easy because it's potentially the first one you could take, or of the 5 pathways, 4 of them are way too difficult to be taken at the start, and you've given no indication of which one is the one you should be taking. Yeah, the cross is probably good for me right now. Divine Cross. I'm gonna come at you with the power of Jesus. That works. Oh, that looks ominous. Okay, there was a cutscene there. For some reason. RNGesus. I stopped praying to RNGesus when I quit Final Fantasy XIV. Me and my kid never prayed to him to begin with. Okay. What a weird puzzle. Okay, fuck you, game. I used to believe in God, but then a vision appeared to me in a flash of light and told me that God didn't exist. Blue Dragon Key. We've seen black and yellow, haven't we? Yeah, I guess we're going down whatever this is. Is this down below? Further down? Okay. Okay, you know what? With the way this is turning in a bunch of situations, there is way not enough time to actually be able to be in position to either catch something or avoid something. I didn't realise we're playing the Sonic 2 special stages today. I believe in the Robot Devil. Okay, so that has put us out somewhere else. We were there, now we're here. Somehow that's taken us upward, which isn't really where we want to go. Let me go at the save point. I hate Sonic 2 special stages. Like, with the Mega Drive trying desperately to do 3D, the turns don't work well in the perspective. And if anything's off, like, just after the turns, rings or bombs or anything, you have no chance of seeing them coming. Awful. Wow, I've been going for almost 2.5 hours and we've accomplished basically nothing. This for Castlevania 64 I'd have given up by now. Alright, back to the basement. Unless... what's that red bit about? Oh, that didn't work. Okay, so this is blocked now. Does that... yeah, that's not blocked anymore. So we can progress that way, I guess. It's a good thing this game has good music. Excuse me, gentlemen. Beelzebub. I have to go all the way around. Beelzebub, you'll burn in fiery sulphur for all eternity until you say sorry. It's a weird stereotype for Canadians. And they always say sorry and shit like that. Like the stereotype Americans have for the English that we're all really polite when we really fucking ain't. Okay. That way. That's the starting point. So just keep going. Arr, 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 arr. Arr, 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 arr. Remember, everybody, don't forget to vote on what the next Castlevania game will be. I mean, God fucking damn it. Amount of potions as well, you bastards. God damn it! Yeah, I need to get to this save room. Watch me not make it. If I hadn't made it to this save room, that would have been the end of this. I don't know whether it's a good or a bad thing that we made it. Well, we'll get to, yeah, it's each fuck off. We'll get to, like, look at the current options in the poll, and we have Castlevania on NES, where I'm gonna die a bunch, Bloodlines on Mega Drive, where I'm gonna die a bunch, this is a boss. That's how you tell it's a boss with this door. What else is there? Harmony of Dissonance, where I'm not going to die a bunch, but I'm going to get lost. Oh, finally a cutscene. Is this Joachim? Should be.
Is someone there?
I don't mind dying in Bloodlines. My problem's the limited continues. I'll die a bunch in these games, but I won't be bored. But finally, something's happening.
My name is Leon. And you are?
My name is Ahim Armstair. It's too bad you aren't Walter.
You're a vampire.
This feeling. Are you a vampire?
That's right, lowly human.
Why is a vampire locked away here?
Shut up! Damn Walter. I would have won were it not for his ebony stone.
Ebony stone. What's that?
If
Metal
you want
Gear. Psychomantis. So the bonus mode of this game, like a bunch of the Metroidvanias you get, if you beat Symphony of the Night you can play as Richter, if you beat Harmony of Dissonance you can play as Maxime, if you beat Aria of Sorrow you can play as Julius, if you beat this game you get to play as Joachim. Or Hahim, or whatever he called himself. Today. Or perhaps 6. Stop blocking my hits, you bitch. The power of Jesus. Eat my Jesus power. Jesus has failed me. Yeah. Two. What else do we got? Three. There you go, you little bitch. Eat my Jesus. Well, they started it again. Yeah, I figured I was gonna die there.
Leon! Leon!
Alright, let's do this. Yeah, I'm now trying to think of a joke for it, and all I'm coming up with is RE2. RE4 is the much better connection there. You're right, man. Alright, let's go beat Joachim up. Try this again. You bitch. Jesus! Jiminy Jillicus. Oh, I hope some of these attacks are actually avoidable. I really don't want to have to go back to Ronaldo to go and get myself some potions. Go. You know, I'm not I have no idea you're supposed to dodge that. Not entirely sure why, of all the characters in this, Joachim is the other playable character. Possible because he's the only human-sized character you fight. I mean, there is the one other, but there's a reason you don't really. There's a reason you wouldn't play as her. Okay. Ronaldo, give me some stuff.
Welcome back. What would you like today?
I'm gonna need everything.
Is this okay? Yes, certainly. Is this fun? Yes, certainly.
And I'll take a magical ticket.
Is this okay? Yes, certainly. Is that all? I appreciate your business.
Alright, let's get out of here. Make our way back, I guess. Yeah, I don't know if the crescent moon style logo of the series began with this game, but I do like it. It's a good logo. Okay, back here. The inability to really break candles while jumping to maintain your momentum so you're not stopping to break candles is really irritating in this game. It makes breaking them way less... I suppose way more tedious. That you have to stop to break them all. This way. Go left. Well, in the 2D games, you come across a candle, you jump and hit it so you keep going forward. Because they're in a position where you have to jump to hit them anyway. Usually, although in some of the Metroidvanias they're just directly in your path. But you have more control of your jump in the Metroidvanias, so it's less of a problem there. You could have actually hit me with that, I could do with the magic back. I feel like they didn't notice me until I walked into one of them. Alright, save again. If we die now, we won't have to worry about going back to Ronaldo. How's everybody doing tonight? Had a good day? You had a good week? You kill anybody this week? Get that thing I sent you? Alright, let's go. Watch out for those crafty doors that won't open when you ask them to. Rude of them. Alright, let's actually kill him this time. Okay, pay a little more attention this time. Get back here. Back up. I hate shield bosses. You think you are Virgil with summon swords? The one thing, you're not half the pretty boy he is. Don't May Cry 3 out by this time? I mean, Virgil appears in the first game, yes, but like we only really like Virgil because of 3, not because of his appearance in the first game. Alright, so Devil May Cry 3 wouldn't have been out by this point. I always thought Devil May Cry 1 was 2001. I was actually 4 hits there, thank you, damage counter. Hey Stylish Boy, welcome to the stream, buddy. Yeah, I always thought it was 2001. Early PS1 game. Launch period, maybe, not launch game. Not doing too bad. We're gonna win this fight this time. Getting kind of tired of repeated corridors. Really would appreciate a lock-on function. Damn it. Almost. How you doing, Stylish? Actually, this time you slippery little bastard. Yeah.
To think I lost to a human.
You promised. Answer me. What is the Ebony Stone?
A stone made with alchemy. It creates the never-ending darkness in this forest.
Hence eternal night. But the night should help you as well, since you're a vampire.
That stone chooses its master. My powers pale beside his. Oh, if only I had the Crimson Stone.
Okay. So they never really called the Crimson Stone such, but a Crimson Stone made with alchemy is the Philosopher's Stone. Green Orb.
The Crimson Stone.
Just the last 2 weeks, huh?
He mentioned alchemy. Perhaps Ronaldo might know something.
Yeah, streaming's fun. Mostly about the crowd.
I have a
Mostly
question,
about the
Ronaldo.
crowd, though, more than anything, I think.
Don't you always? Ask away.
The ebony and crimson stones.
What about them?
You knew about them. Why didn't you tell me?
How would that have changed anything? The night still wouldn't have ended.
True, but...
Well, I would have told you. I shall tell you now.
Okay.
Please.
Have you ever heard of the Philosopher's
Oh,
Stone?
they do call it by the Philosopher's Stone.
No,
Fair
I
enough.
haven't.
Making the Philosopher's Stone is the ultimate goal of alchemy.
I mean, alchemy
It
doesn't exist to make
provides
kick-ass
eternal
whips.
The two other stones were apparently created accidentally.
Oh, so the Crimson Stone isn't the
No
Philosopher's Stone.
details of how they were made remain now.
I got
I
confused.
see. I know about the ebony stone, but what kind of power does the crimson stone have?
I don't know the details. It turns the souls of vampires into power for its master. These two stones are the vampire's greatest treasures.
Wouldn't the crimson stone work for humans as well?
If all it gave you was power, that might be so.
But
What do you mean?
I've heard that it bears the curse of the vampires as well.
I see.
so the bearer would absorb
So
vampiric power and
humanity
become a vampire.
Be lost.
There are no greater treasures for those who become vampires.
And Walter has the ebony stone in his possession?
That seems to be the case. It was supposedly lost along with the Crimson Stone.
So we don't know
But if the
who
Ebony
the
Stone
Crimson
reappeared,
Stone belongs
then the
to.
Crimson
may also
Stone...
have resurfaced. I pray that it is not here.
But of course it will be, because it's never mentioned again in the series.
Welcome back. What would you like today?
What can we
Is that
sell?
all? What would you like today? Is that all?
Come back anytime.
Philosopher's Stone. Philosopher's Egg. You eat the Philosopher's Egg to become the Philosopher's Stone? It's been a while since I've done DMC 1 all the way through. Not as familiar with it as I am with 3 and 4. That's the second orb. Yeah, Philosopher's Stone is a recurring MacGuffin in a lot of media. Save the game, definitely. Though if the Crimson Stone isn't actually the Philosopher's Stone, okay, we had 2 was the other option for us last time. If the Crimson Stone isn't the Philosopher's Stone, it essentially means that the Philosopher's Stone doesn't actually appear in Castlevania. Which is a weird thought, considering the way this game works. Considering that this game brings it up, and then the stones are never mentioned in the rest of the series. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. Huh. Interesting, but I don't see what viability it'll have. Oh, is this the goal already? Right near the start. So I said earlier there's not really a benefit to killing enemies, but it seems like you learn your abilities through killing enemies. Though there doesn't seem to be a visible indicator of when you'll learn the next ability, like no visible experience meter or anything. I believe the boss of this area should be the floating head. Thanks for your vote, Stylish. The vote will be continuing until we finish Lament of Innocence, at which point we will take a look at what has won the vote and then move on to that game. We're not going to be finishing this game tonight, though. Okay, is that one of three? Three switches again. At least the Dark Palace of Waterfalls just had that one switch where you had to redirect water. Not that. You know, I have the perfect solution for this. Come here. Where else? There you are. Then we'll go up until we've beat the boss of this area tonight. Then we'll call it a night. Yeah, you know, I want the axe back. Works better for range. Just to make it all worse. They shouldn't make you do platforming in this game. Platforming with a fixed camera is awkward as it is. And this game really doesn't handle it well on top of that. Oh, I'd have saw that. Increased it by 20 points. Couldn't have done it by 100. Look at the timing on this. Is it as bad as Devil May Cry's platforming? Probably worse. God damn it! Door on the other side as well. Grab the platform, you dick. Alright. 3 more tries. Okay. 2 more tries. One more try. Well, I'm done. Let's go somewhere else. And you try your best, but you don't succeed. Oh boy, red skeletons. And burrowy dudes. It's dangerous. Evil Stabber. You know, considering the quality of names in Symphony of the Night, Evil Stabber is really weak. Come here. Oh, he's dead. Good. Right. Awesome, let's get out of here. That dog can breathe fire. What's this? Apple of the garden, forgotten by time. Interesting, it doesn't show me what's behind this door. Mostly a straight pathway though. Save room in that room, so I'll be checking that out in a minute. Heart. Go. Circles round. It'd be worth checking this as well to make sure we don't go past the switch. Okay, so door over here. This not actually connected to that room? It is, where's the door? These camera angles. Zoom out. That guy can teleport. Now watch what you gain. Alright, nothing in here. We're all good. We didn't miss anything. Let's press forward. So I just took a look at the way the votes are going at the moment, and Legacy of Darkness is in the lead. Looks like you're the only one who voted for Bloodlines, Bane. If we're gonna do the 64 again, though, I'll have to check the volume levels beforehand. For some reason, the Nintendo 64's sound comes out really loud. No idea why. Gargoyles. Down. Considering the intro, I was expecting more than that. Really wasn't much there, was there? Did the music change? This is a different track than was playing before. This looks like a dead end. Let's check this out. Ooh, da 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 ba. Da 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 ba. So that replaces the 5-hit combo I was doing before, going square, 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 triangle, triangle. Doing that now results in that attack. That one. That's different. This isn't on the map. Where does this lead? Right, corridor. Okay. Optional room? Cool. Have I found any accessories? No, I haven't. So, doesn't mean anything to me, I guess. But, something interesting. Alright, I already killed you guys once, we're not doing this again. Okay. Actually, if they'd done a Castlevania like this on PS1, would have been all pre-rendered backgrounds and everything. Could have been interesting, I guess. Would have probably been pretty poor, but, you know. been interesting. Yeah, I would have loved to see more of that cancelled Castlevania game for the Dreamcast. Castlevania Resurrection. We're going to be bringing back Sonya Belmont from Legends. The last of the Game Boy games. It was going to be a time travel plot as well. There we go. Like, she ends up being dragged forward in time to the Victorian era, where her descendant Victor Belmont is running away from the calling of the Belmont Clan. It'd have been interesting. Shame it was cancelled. Much more interesting than that than what we know about the cancelled 32X Castlevania. I don't even know the name of that one. If it even ever had a name. Right, this is one door. Yeah, Legacy of Darkness was the second Nintendo 64 game. It actually contains, in a slightly altered form, the entirety of the previous Castlevania game on Nintendo 64. You finish the game as Cornell, and that unlocks Henry to play as. You beat the game as Henry, and that unlocks the original, the characters from from Castlevania 64 to play as, who have a separate game to go through than Cornell or Henry. Kind of interesting. In that sense, it kind of functions as a director's cut of sorts of Castlevania 64. But if it wins the vote, we're only going to be doing the Cornell game. Still, you know, it's a sizable amount of content. If you ever actually pick it up, or if you had it as a kid, bunch of stuff there for you to play. Ah, that's irritating. You guys are really irritating me. Alright. Okay. Save room there. Is this the end? No, there's still that long little section there. See how that goes. Circle around first, see if we missed anything. Oh, looks like more of the same crap. Oh, god damn it. Didn't know gargoyles could petrify you. Okay, corridor. And then another fight room. Oh hey dudes. My axe is good with dudes. So now that we've finished Final Fantasy VIII on the stream, I've started playing Final Fantasy IX again. It's pretty fun. Doing it kind of on and off. It's fun. It's a good game. That's good damage. Happy with that. That leads us back to where we were, so now we can go right back. I don't know if I want to do that, Bane. Yeah, why didn't the axe come out? There we go. You know what we should see about getting to at some point? Alundra 2. I remember Alundra. Remember when we did Alundra? What was that, September? Yeah, it was September because I did a bunch of extra streams to get it finished before October. That was a fun game. Let's never do that again. But Alundra 2 could be good to play for the stream. We should get to that at some point. Also been considering Super Mario Galaxy for the stream because I've never actually finished it. Yeah, I did a bunch of extra stuff. I think we did at least one Monday as well to finish it off. Like really pushing to get it done before September. Because we wanted to do Horrorween and then we just dropped Horrorween on the channel, on the stream entirely, and did Majora's Mask instead. Yeah, I get a feeling I don't want to get close to either of those. Probably a good idea to make sure I can see myself there. God damn it. Is it really fair that it can hide in another enemy so I can't see the poison coming? Huh. Let me guess, the bit that's in the middle when it opens up is actually weaker than the rest? Yep. Trap. Interesting. What is that? Holy water. Yeah, I enjoyed the Majora's Mask playthrough. Only gonna be a little while before I see about doing it for the channel, though. Poison lizards. Ooh, an attack during a quick step. What I could really do is with some kind of dodge in mid-air. This does lead somewhere. Maybe after Resident Evil 3 we'll do, oh sweet, that's what I want. Wind Waker. That's 2. I was considering Wind Waker, like, early January this year, but we had Ocarina going up on the channel and I didn't want to be doing 2 Zelda games. Not that I wouldn't have enjoyed doing 2 Zelda games, just like Zelda Overload stream and the channel. But yeah, let's not do that. Pace it out. That's a big one. Good thing none of these doors are locked. Oh, this is different music. Instead of doing like a Harry Potter run at some point, like do the Harry Potter games, or some of the Harry Potter games at least. There's, you know, like only one version of each game. I'd have to pick up like the last 4 though. I don't have them. That's not a gargoyle. Oh, it's a big gargoyle. God damn. Can't guard in mid-air. I can throw my axe in mid-air, I can't guard. That is horrifying. It's a flower, but that death animation was very clearly a 3D version of the Bone Dragon's death. Oh, oh, music's gotten serious. Don't know why. Looking at these. Anything else? Oh, it's raining. Absolutely nothing about this scene conveys that. Ah! That looked like I knew what I was doing. That's 2 sets of doors? Yes, this one is not on the map. Which means we have to check it out. Looks like a locked door. I was deliberating, leave me alone. Fucking laughing at me? Oh, that was nasty. Okay, so this door's locked. That's a 3 door. I'd have to find 3 other switches for that. Oh, this isn't the door. Okay. This is the door. Doesn't look like a door. Oh, is this finally an accessory? More resistance to lightning attacks. Might as well. You have to put equipment on in the real-time menu. Why? Has its place? Not right now. Ooh, save room. Bonus save room. Oh, there's going to be a whole second floor of this place, isn't there? Do you remember the 21st night of September? We were playing Galanja, remember? Alright, carefully make our way past all of these. Just carefully. Ignore all of these. Alright, cool, where's this go? Gentlemen. Oh, that guy just fell over. Oh. Third switch that we need to open that door at the start. No, it isn't. It's a switch for a completely separate set of doors. Wonderful. This looks like a dead end. Could it be a boss arena? The environment looks like it could, but it doesn't have the boss door. Just in case, let's grab some hearts. Dead end. Okay. Weird. Oh, there's a door here. How convenient that the first one I destroyed had a door. No door, no door. That's not a door. That's not a door. That's not a door, that's a space station. Oh, guess we're going here. And another save point. Always appreciate the save points. Onward. That's a boss door. This the boss I was thinking of, the big head? Yep.
Welcome. I haven't had any visitors in a while.
The big head's a big Medusa head. It's the return of Medusa in giant head form.
With that body, you'll make an excellent statue.
When was the last time Medusa appeared as a giant head before this?
All those stone statues were...
A wonderful sight, weren't they? Don't
What
worry.
stone statues?
You'll
I
be
didn't see any
joining
outside
soon
this.
enough.
Are you the legendary monster that turns people to stone?
Monster? What insolence! I'll grind you to dust!
Okay. Try it. Oh, bullshit. Oh, bullshit on her being able to petrify me when I'm not looking. I think that counts in... definitely counts in Portrait of Ruin to not look at her when she's doing it. You can see there I got petrified as I was trying to raise my block. But I cancel out of that. Oh. Boy, I hope they don't come back to bite me in a minute. Oh, she's getting angry. Oh, I don't like that. Last potion. Can I do anything to her? Nope. Can we make this? I like the Medusa model, it's pretty well detailed. Oh. Mind if I ask you a question? Damn it. Getting close. Must have forgotten the part where Unileska turns into a giant head. God, the dodging on this. Oh. No. Yes! Clutched it.
That whip is...
It's Ronaldo's whip.
Bitch.
Apparently, it's effective even on legendary monsters.
It wasn't so powerful before. Did it gain its complete form?
Complete form?
Still, it's no match for my master.
Well, I'm sure I'll never see her again. Well, in that case, I did forget the part where Unileska turns into a giant head. Purple orb. What does this one do? Axe Tornado. Considering that costs 10 hearts, I don't think it lasts long enough. Well, let's talk to Ronaldo about the complete form of the whip. Ronaldo, a monster said that there's a complete form of this whip.
Ronaldo.
I'm glad you're back. What's the matter? You have an odd look on your face.
Well... about this whip.
Were there problems with it?
No, that isn't it.
Actually weirdly effective.
I heard something about it gaining its complete form.
Oh, that. That's true. The whip is not yet complete.
But it has become more powerful than before.
Has it?
That is because of you. I hate to say it, but it seems it fits you better than me.
Me and a whip fits a Belmont?
Is
Who'd
there
have
a
thought?
way to complete it?
It's better for you not to think about that. It's impossible by any normal means.
But...
do not think about it. There are other things you must take care of.
Yeah,
right
look, if
now.
you're gonna talk like that,
All right.
it's really just gonna make me curious. How much money do I have?
Welcome back.
Because I'm out of
What
potions.
would you like? Is this fine?
Yep.
Yes, certainly. Is this fine? Would you like it? Anything else? Would you
And
like today?
sell this.
Is this okay? Yes, certainly. Anything else?
Alright, let's go.
Good luck.
Alright, back out. Wait a minute, there's not an option to go through that. There's not a visible indicator of that. Then what about this door? Nope. Alright. I thought the boss is in a weird order this playthrough. But that is 3 of 5. Purple orb up. That leaves red. And I'm guessing orange. And then we can finally head in this area. But that is actually going to do it for tonight. We're going to head to the save point and call it for now. I went the wrong way. What are you doing here? Oh, you were here to begin with. Yeah, okay. The other direction. More hearts. More hearts. Thank you. There it is. Save point. And it's time to call it. Made a bunch of progress. Almost done with the 5 monsters, and we can head deeper into the castle proper. That should be fun. Let's take a look at what the polling is like at the moment. Currently 2 votes for Legacy of Darkness, 1 vote for Bloodlines, and 1 vote for original Castlevania. Ooh. Getting fun. But that is going to call it for tonight. I want to thank everybody who joined the stream. Appreciate the support. Got a bunch of new people joining the stream to check out the Castlevania Marathon. Yeah, big thanks to everybody who joined the stream. I really appreciate it. Special thanks to Bane, Clem, Star, Teen, Stylish, and Professor for joining the chat. I always really appreciate that. Is that everybody who joined the chat? I think it is. Special thanks to Teen Shade for the follow and the host. That was really nice of you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Oh yeah, Cult joined us as well, didn't it? Thank you to a Cult as well. I should probably just write a list at some point of everybody who joins as they join so I can thank them. Did I miss anything? No, this goes all the way back to the beginning. Bane, Star. Cult. Professor. Teen. Lim. And Stylish. Yep. Everybody join the chat. Thanks so much for joining the chat, guys. I always really appreciate that. Chat is what keeps the streams going. Without that, I'm basically just talking to myself. I do that enough in private, so you know. I always appreciate when there's people there to talk to. We'll be back 8 PM GMT Greenwich Mean Time on Sunday with more Castlevania Lament of Innocence as we continue the Castlevania Marathon. Yeah, I really don't want to end on that music, actually. Give me a minute. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. 8 PM Greenwich Mean Time GMT with more Castlevania Marathon as we continue Lament of Innocence, and who knows, if we finish it, we might move on to the next Castlevania, which at the moment is looking like it'll be Legacy of Darkness for Nintendo 64. That should be interesting. People really want to see the 3D Castlevanias, don't they? Which is interesting, because you usually get the case of, nah, 3D Castlevania's bad. But no, it looks like people want to see them. At least it's good music. But yeah, once again, I want to thank everybody for joining the stream here. I really appreciate that. Big special thanks to everybody who joined the chat. Big thank you to Teen Shade for the host and the follow. Really cool of you. It's really awesome. Back 8 PM Greenwich Mean Time Sunday, more Castlevania Lament of Innocence as we continue the Castlevania Marathon. Yes. Which will be going on until the release of Resident Evil 3, where we'll be ending it so I can play Resident Evil 3 instead. Which comes out on the 3rd of April, so unless it arrives a day early. So you're looking at a solid, about a solid month and a half of Castlevania. So if the Castlevania you voted for doesn't get played next, don't worry. It'll probably cycle around, you'll get a chance to vote for it again. There are 15 games in the list of Castlevania games, 41 days until the release of Resident Evil. Thank you, Bane. There are, I think, 15 games in the list I set up of Castlevanias we can play. In 41 days, we'll probably get through at least 12 of them. I mean, hell, if Castlevania on the NES wins, that's not even a full session. There'll be many deaths, yes, but we'll finish that in under 3 hours, probably. Let's get stuck on death again, because honestly, fuck that corridor. Fuck that corridor in Castlevania 1. Awful. Awful corridor. Eats it. Also, if you want more Castlevania goodness, don't forget that Castlevania Season 3 begins on Netflix on, I think, like the 10th of March. It starts next month. That's not the reason we're doing this. We had this planned before they announced that. It's a happy coincidence. The Castlevania Netflix series is okay. They could do with putting more actual Castlevania music in it. Episode 7 of Season 2 finally has bloody tears. That's right, I started Castlevania before it was cool, because Castlevania was never cool. It's weird that they did bloody tears, because Beginning would have fit more. Beginning is the Castlevania 3 sound. The Castlevania 3 track. But it's Vampire Killer for Castlevania 1, Bloody Tears for Castlevania 2, Beginning for Castlevania 3. But who knows, maybe new season of Castlevania with its 10 episodes will have more Castlevania music. Seriously, do more of it. I'll be watching it anyway, because I've got a Netflix subscription and not like I'm watching anything else. Yeah, once again, thank you everybody for watching. Really appreciate the support. Big special thanks to everyone in the chat and Teen Shade for the follow and the host. Back 8 PM Greenwich Mean Time Sunday. GMT, come on over, catch us playing more Lament of Innocence. Let's move Leon closer to the camera. You can't see his face. It's too far from the camera here. His face looks weird. Don't move him too much or his cloak clips through his boots. 2020 and we still have people whose clothes clip through their clothes. What have we been doing for the past 17 years? Look at this. We still get that. Anyway, yeah, I'm basically just dawdling now at this point. Thanks everybody for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic time of day. Take care. Catch you all next time.